All right, little midday video here, October 8th, Wednesday. ASTS. This is unreal. AST Space Mobile. Yeah, going back. Let's see, when did this IPO? This is like 2020. And then it jumped in 2021 to a high of 25. Yeah, went down for a while, back and forth moves. It did hit a low of 207. So let's see where we're at now. This is a big broadening wedge. Look at the wedge here. Here on that high line of August 2024, and here's your low line, May, April, June, and then it's rising now. So more recently, the algo had to break out on this at 24, it goes to 50. These are high flying moves, and this was actually a sell. Make this sell red. Then it comes all the way down, and then the algo picks up very low here. You have this nice little channel down. 37.18 at the buy, and look what happens. This goes right to 55 and then below 50. And look at this, has another buy here. This is just a straight run. On these runs here, this is actually, you put a little line right here. It's trying to get over this little wedge here. Look at that little flag, pennant, whatever you call it. All right, so this goes up and at 65, it goes to a high of 91.41. Now look at the lows here. Remember, the low went up. Sometimes it'll come a little deeper. The low got higher, and look where we're at now, 91. Now, I don't want to buy here, of course. Has to be a big pullback on this run. You want something to come back here. And you can see the lows right here. Look at this. This broadening wedge. On moves up, there's your high line. Set the high line. That's why you don't want to buy. Low lines you buy here, here, even a little higher than that. Even coming out of here was good around 45.50. See the monthly, and monthly still rising. This is wild. All these quantum computing, these new ETFs, it's just crazy. They're all running absolutely insane. You're talking like 20 to 100. Let me see my other chart here. All right, so it's up 26% from this algo. 26% 9/11 move that was here. That was 33%. May move. What was the May move? That was way back there. That was here. That's 124%. The algo caught it again. Even though it went down, now you could have get out there and tested it because of the algo, but then look, break of that line here was 25 and it went up. So remember, you got to use your own thoughts. So the algos will put in moves, but does it make sense there? It really didn't cross that line, and it was trying to cross here. You see that? That's what's a fake out. It's going to be fake outs. You just get out quickly. That's all it is. So big moves long. You have to stay long right now, 26%, but it says run. It's all about runs. See the move here. Okay, we're out. Sideways, consolidation. Now we start to go up. There's a run. Down. Here's a run. So now it could go, of course, to 100, but the run is pretty much over, at least far to get in at that point, I would say. All right, so AST Space Mobile shares surged after announcing a definitive commercial partnership agreement with Verizon to provide space-based cellular broadcasts across the continental United States. 30 billion market cap, sales only 4 million. Insiders own 23%, institutions 32. Look at the big moves, performance the last 5 years, all green. This is pump till now. How much are we going into space, really? But you get it. You get. All right, engages building broadband cellular network in space to operate directly with standard modified mobile devices based on extensive IP patent portfolio. Focuses on providing mobile broadband services with global coverage to all end users without the need to purchase special equipment. The company was founded by Evelyn, May 31st, 2017, headquartered in Midland, Texas. All right, so Space Mobile blast off, Verizon deal, partnership sends soaring. A lot of news on this. Like everyone's picking up the news here. Space Mobile sort of 60%, next satellite. Kramer on ASP, so maybe they have something, but truly isn't self-evident. Jim Kramer, ASTS, the perfect spec. Speculation, of course. I see all 80 plus, it's just going up. Yeah, they have deals. Always deals are good for any stock. It doesn't matter if it's penny stock or this. You can see the weekly, the monthly, and look at this go up. It's like straight up rocket. But like I said, all these ETFs are rockets now. RGTI, IONX, Q, whatever, you name it. OKLL, the ETF, they're just going absolutely crazy right now. So you just go with it. You go with what the market's doing. That's all it is, a trend. And once this trend breaks or something cracks or you start to go down and people are getting out, the market will fold fast and it'll be a big downtrend. But we're up so high, would it matter? If you had a 20% down move right now, like where's the SPY? All right, here's the SPY. So let's look at it. So where are we at? This is the daily. So look at the daily from April. Look how far we've run, 48.67. If this has 20%, I believe 20% puts it below 6,000. Let me see something here. So 67, where are we at? Almost 68. 6,800 times 20%. One 20% will put it at 5,400. 20%. So if you're like 15, 10, that's going to be 58 to 6,000. Any move, it looks like it would drop to this point right here, December to February. Look at that. It will be support now about 6,100. Now, who knows what's going to happen, but it keeps climbing so fast. It's all you keep getting higher and higher. See, the higher you go, I believe, the bigger the drop. And the drop, you're still going to be way above this point. It's all about points. And you're getting higher. Let's say you have a drop here, and then that's going to be a base for the next move up. That's how it's working. And who wants to buy high? You want to drop so you get back in. It doesn't have to go to the low of April, of course, 55.60, and then you get back in again. Here you see commercial hedgers, large traders, small traders on the weekly, monthly chart. You can see here commercial hedgers, that was way up here. And now it's separating. Large traders are going down. Everything's going up here. All right, so you can see the big wicks. Look at 2009. It wasn't a wick, it was just down. 2015, 16, a little move. 18, remember that little credit crisis. 20, COVID. 2022, that was one of the worst years. It's probably the third worst, actually, on numbers wise. And then here's another move. Look at the wick on tariffs right down. We're straight up rocket. It's a straight up rocket. It's incredible. So, I mean, you really want a big dip. You want 10%. You don't want it to keep going because that means it'll probably be a bigger drop. Like if you get a 10%, that'll probably be the move. You want it goes higher and higher, probably gonna get 20% because let's say it's at 8,000. 20% is going to be nothing. That'll put it like here. That'll be an easy drop. So, that's what we're at. So anyway, these moves are all, long-term moves right now, like months. Say this months, then you go up a month, you're going down a few months and a bigger move again. It's just putting in absolutely big moves in this daily chart on, a lot of these ETFs and of course stocks, of course. All right, that's it. So we'll see what happens with this one too. I get this on under my new IPOs. I'm gonna put it under my swing trading too. Please subscribe to Mike Kim Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Any thoughts on this too? Feel free to comment.